My phone buzzed on the polished boardroom table. I ignored it. I was in a crucial meeting, a very important one. Millions were on the line. Then it buzzed again, and again. A knot formed in my stomach. Only one person would be so persistent. My son Leo. I excused myself. My heart hammered against my ribs. I saw the texts. Mom, please, store, Corner Mart, hurry. My blood ran cold. Corner Mart was just a few blocks from his school. He sometimes stopped there for a snack. What could have happened? Leo. My Leo. He was 16, full of life, full of dreams. He wanted to be an artist. His sketches filled every corner of our home. He had a kind heart, a gentle soul. He saw the good in everyone. Sometimes I thought, too much so. He was a good boy, my good boy. The thought of him in distress, needing me, made my hands shake. I grabbed my coat. I told my assistant to cancel everything. Nothing else mattered now, only Leo. The drive was a blur. My mind raced, inventing terrible scenarios. An accident, was he hurt, or something else? Something uglier, a fear I always carried, a heavy stone in my gut as a black mother surfaced. Please, not that, not today. I found him standing outside the Corner Mart. He looked small, smaller than his 16 years. His shoulders were slumped, his head was down. When he saw my car, he didn't run to me. He just stood there, defeated. I parked and rushed to him. Leo. Honey, what happened? Are you okay? He looked up. His eyes were red. Tears streamed down his young face. He tried to speak, but his voice broke. He said I was stealing. Leo choked out. My heart shattered into a million pieces. Stealing? You? What happened? He wiped his eyes, his breath hitching. I just wanted a soda. I had my wallet out. The clerk. He started yelling at me. He said he saw me put something in my pocket. He called me a thief, in front of everyone. Leo's voice was quiet, full of pain, full of shame. Mom, I didn't do anything, I swear. I pulled him into a fierce hug. I know, baby. I know you didn't. Rage, cold and sharp, pierced through my shock. A rage I hadn't felt in a long, long time. How dare he? How dare anyone humiliate my child like this? Who was it, Leo? Who said this to you? He pointed a trembling finger towards the store. The man at the counter. The older one, with the gray hair. I took a deep breath, tried to calm the storm inside me. I needed to be strong for Leo, but I also needed justice for him. Stay here, honey. I'll be right back. Leo looked scared. Mom, please, let's just go. It's okay. No, Leo, I said, my voice firmer than I felt. It's not okay. I walked into the Corner Mart. The bell above the door jingled, a cheerful sound that mocked the ugliness inside. The store was small, cluttered, and there he was. The clerk, older, with thinning gray hair, a sour look on his face. He was serving another customer, a woman. He was polite to her, almost friendly. My anger grew. So it was just my son he had a problem with. I waited. My hands were clenched into fists. I could feel my pulse throbbing in my temples. I tried to keep my face neutral. The woman left. The clerk looked at me. His eyes flicked over me. Dismissive. Can I help you? He asked. His tone was flat, unwelcoming. My son was just in here. I began. My voice tight. He said you accused him of stealing. The clerk scoffed. Oh, him. Yeah, caught him red-handed. These kids, they're all the same, always trying to get away with something. His words hit me like a physical blow. My son is not a thief, I said, my voice dangerously low. He wouldn't steal anything. The clerk leaned on the counter, a smirk playing on his lips. Yeah, that's what all the parents say. Look, lady, I don't have time for this. If you're not buying anything, you can leave. He waved a dismissive hand. The arrogance, the prejudice, it was sickening. He didn't know who he was talking to. He didn't know the fire he had ignited. You humiliated him, I said, stepping closer. You called him a thief in front of other people. Did you check his pockets? Did you find anything? The clerk's smirk faltered a little. I didn't need to. I saw him. He looked shifty. Shifty, I repeated. What does shifty look like to you? Does it look like a young black boy trying to buy a soda? A flicker of something in his eyes. annoyance, or was it a tiny bit of fear? Now, hold on, he said, his voice rising. Are you accusing me of something? I'm telling you that you made a terrible mistake. I said, you profiled my son. You shamed him, and you were wrong. He crossed his arms, tried to look intimidating. I've worked here for 10 years. I know what I see, and I don't have to explain myself to you. Now, are you going to buy something, or get out? He thought I was just another angry mother. He had no idea. I took another deep breath. This was it. My son came in here with his own money. I said, money he earned. He's a good kid. He helps out. He gets good grades. He has dreams. And you treated him like dirt. Because of what? The color of his skin. The clerk's face hardened. I don't have to listen to this. I'm calling security if you don't leave. Oh, I don't think you'll be doing that. I said, my voice calm now. A chilling calm that surprised even me. You see, you work for a company. This corner mart. It's part of a much larger group. A group called Sterling Holdings. His eyes narrowed. He was confused. Where was I going with this? So, he said impatiently. So, I continued. Sterling Holdings has a CEO. Someone who oversees all of its operations. Someone who sets the standards. The values. Someone who expects every employee to treat every customer with respect, no matter who they are, or what they look like. I paused. I let my words sink in. He was still looking at me with that defiant, annoyed expression, but there was a new uncertainty in his eyes. My name, I said very clearly, is Sarah Mitchell. I watched his face. No recognition. Not yet. And I added, my voice steady, unwavering, am the CEO of Sterling Holdings. Silence. Absolute deafening silence. The clerk's face. Oh, his face. It was a picture I would never forget. The arrogance drained away, like water down a plug hole. The smirk vanished, replaced by disbelief. His mouth fell open. Slightly at first, then wider. His eyes widened too, staring at me. The color drained from his face. He went pale, a sickly gray. He looked like he'd seen a ghost. He was frozen, utterly, completely frozen. His arms, which had been crossed so defiantly, dropped to his sides. He blinked, once, twice, as if he couldn't process what he was hearing. You're, he stammered. He couldn't even get the words out. Yes, I said, I am. He just stood there, motionless. His confident posture from moments ago was gone. He looked small now, and scared, so very scared. It wasn't triumph I felt in that moment. It was a deep, profound sadness. Sadness for my son. Sadness that this was the world he lived in. Sadness that a man could be so full of prejudice. And sadness that it took my title, my power, to make him see. You owe my son an apology, I said, my voice soft but firm. A real one. He still couldn't speak. He just nodded. A jerky, uncontrolled movement. I turned and walked to the door. I opened it. Leo, I called gently. Can you come in for a moment, please? Leo hesitated, then slowly walked in. He looked from me to the clerk, confused and wary. The clerk was still pale, still frozen in that shocked state. He looked at Leo, and for the first time I saw a flicker of shame in his eyes. True, genuine shame. This man, I said to Leo, has something he wants to say to you. The clerk swallowed hard. His Adam's apple bobbed. He looked at Leo, really looked at him. I am so sorry, he finally managed to say. His voice was a hoarse whisper, nothing like the loud aggressive tone he'd used before. I was wrong. I made a mistake. A terrible mistake. I shouldn't have kissed you. Please, forgive me. His eyes pleaded with Leo. Leo looked at me. I gave a small nod. This was his moment. My son. My brave, gentle boy. He looked back at the clerk. Okay, Leo said quietly. I forgive you. Just like that. No anger. No bitterness. My heart swelled with pride, even as it ached for him. I knew this wasn't over, not by a long shot. An apology was a start, but it wasn't enough. This man's behavior was a symptom of a bigger problem. A problem I as CEO had a responsibility to address. Later I spoke to the regional manager. The clerk was suspended, pending a full investigation. But it wasn't just about punishing him. We needed better training. better policies. We needed to ensure that every single person who walked into any of our stores felt safe, respected, valued. It became my mission. My personal crusade. That evening Leo and I talked for a long time. He was quiet, subdued. The shame he felt in the store still clung to him. "Why, Mom?" he asked. His voice small. Why did he think I was a thief? I held him close. How do you explain prejudice to a child, even a 16-year-old child who was fast becoming a man? Sometimes, Leo, I said, choosing my words carefully, people make judgments based on fear, or ignorance, or things they've been taught that are wrong. It's not about you, honey. It's about them, their smallness, their blindness. But it hurts, he whispered. I know, baby. I know it does. And it did. It hurt me too. Deeply. My power, my position. It could shield him sometimes. It could bring a measure of justice, but it couldn't erase the sting of racism. It couldn't protect him from every ugly encounter. That was a painful truth to accept. The next few weeks were tough. Leo was more withdrawn, less of his usual sunny self. The incident had left a scar, but slowly, with love, with support, with endless conversations, he began to heal. He started sketching again. His art became more intense, more powerful. He was channeling his pain into his passion. And I threw myself into my work. But with a new focus, I initiated company-wide diversity and inclusion training. Real training. Not just a tick-box exercise. We reviewed our hiring practices, our customer service protocols. I shared my story, Leo's story, with my leadership team. Some were shocked. Some were uncomfortable. But they listened. And they understood. Change started to happen. Small steps at first, then bigger ones. It wasn't easy. Changing attitudes, changing a culture. It takes time. It takes persistence. It takes courage. But every time I looked at Leo, I knew I couldn't give up. His experience, as painful as it was, became a catalyst. A reminder that we all have a part to play in making this world a little kinder, a little fairer. A reminder that sometimes, the most powerful thing you can be is a mother fighting for her child. And sometimes, being the CEO means using your voice not just for profits, but for people, for principle. The clerk, he lost his job. But I truly hope, he learned something more important than that. I hope he learned to see beyond the surface. To see the person, not the stereotype. Leo is stronger now. Wiser perhaps. A little less innocent, which breaks my heart. But he still has that beautiful smile, that gentle soul, and he knows, without a shadow of a doubt, that his mom will always have his back, no matter what. This experience changed us all. It reminded me that even in positions of power, we are vulnerable through those we love, and it taught me that fighting injustice, even one racist store clerk at a time, is a fight worth having. For Leo, for all our children. Thank you for watching our story. If it touched you, please give this video a like, share it with others who might need to hear it. Leave a comment below with your thoughts, or if you've experienced something similar, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this one. Your support helps us share these important messages. Thank you.